Techie Brezza, the Citybred SUV.
Different day, different ground, but the same story in IPL 2024. The Delhi Capitals, as the records continue to tumble in the tournament, have now posted their highest score in IPL history, 257, after being put into bed by Hardik Pandya and the Mumbai Indians. In years gone by, this is, job done, out-batted in the game. 24 hours back, we were saying something similar, and we saw 262 chased with 2 overs to spare. So, let's ask the questions of Tom Moody, Mitch McClenaghan and Varun on Maruti Suzuki Arena presents ESPN Cricket for Timeout, powered by JBL. 257, which team would be the happier at halftime?
I think Delhi will be delighted with that as a score. We're all unsure about how the surface would play, but Jake Fraser-McGurk from the get-go took the surface and all those worries out of the equation and just took the bowling down from ball one and set an incredible pace. It is a good surface. Is it a safe score? As you say, we've seen some miracles performed so far in this IPL, but Mumbai are going to have to bat out of their skin to chase this down. Which
I thought was what you guys must have said about Punjab yesterday, and they did it without barely breaking a sweat. Yeah. See those numbers down there. 84 of 27 Fraser-McGurk, 48 not out of 25 uninformed Tristan Stubbs, and Hope 41 of 17. Stubbs is at the poorest strike rate of just 192 in that.
Terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, the big bonus how can you bat like that?
190 only, 311 Fraser-McGurk, 241 Shea Hope.
Yeah, I mean, Shea was a good hand, right? Because so when it came to the wicket, it might have been, we didn't know what we were going to get from Shea, but he kept it going, didn't he, once he got in. Slow start, but then he really upped the ante. But I guess we've got to put a spotlight on Fraser-McGurk.
Yeah.
That was absolutely superb. Just goes from strength to strength, doesn't he? It's just phenomenal to watch the confidence that he has from first ball. Just doesn't need any sighters. If he gets a bad ball or half a bad ball, he takes it on. So, he's what a special talent. He's almost a lock-in for retention, surely, next year for Delhi.
We've discussed this, lock-in for retention, potential jumping World the queue for the Australian team for the World Cup. We can at times get carried away with certain players when it comes to Indian cricket, but something about Fraser-McGurk that says he's better than a number of internationals.
Absolutely, he's playing very fearlessly, and almost just the way he's setting up there, it's almost like he's range hitting. That's how batsmen generally practice range hitting. He's just so good with his hands. Anything full or short. The only way I feel you can get out of jail as a bowler to batsmen like these is move the ball. The ball's also not moving, so you have to really come with some crazy plans which can outsmart the batsman.
It's not that crazy though, right? Like we saw Gujarat Titans the other night. Sandeep Warrior got him out with a knuckleball straight, and we saw that he's got a one swing playing. Like he's just a one tempo type hitter. So that we saw them bowl quite a few change ups to him, and then we saw Lucknow as well. The first time they played him, once he started going, they went wide and slow. But we saw none of that today from Mumbai. It took them a long time to start to look at going away from the stumps, to even consider a change-up and trying to get him to hit offside, which we've sat here every game saying that's his weakness, hitting on the offside. If he scores 100 or scores the score that he got today, hitting you onto the offside, off change of pace, then well done. Fraser-McGurk, you've played an absolute
So you're saying you come and bowl first over, change of pace, wide line?
Yeah, well, look, it's exactly the same stuff we talked about with Rachin Ravindra, right? We said we've got to bowl a different line than you'd usually expect to bowl at the top of the innings. And we saw Sam Curran last night bowl a really good first over to Sunil Narayan, changing the pace, taking the pace off these one-pace hitters with the odd Yorker. Yep, he didn't get the wicket, but he looked at creating a few chances. And you've got to look at how Fraser-McGurk's got out in the previous game, where he was through a knuckleball from Sandeep Warrior and chipped it to deep backward square. So you've got to look at those options, but Mumbai seemed to not have any kind of strategy about how they were going to counter this guy.
They did bowl a couple of slow balls to him, but they were very full, and he just hit through that length, and it went for 6 or 4.
Yeah. Are you almost seeing an evolution in his game with each innings also, getting better at hitting?
Well, you got to look at the player in that he's had very limited experiences and exposure, so he is learning on the run. You know, every game he's playing, he's learning. Every training session he's having, he's rubbing shoulders with his coach Ricky Ponting, who's an Australian icon. He's in the same dressing room as Rishabh Pant, Tristan Stubbs, who's another young budding power hitter. So it's an incredible environment for learning.
David Warner as well.
David Warner's there, you know, an iconic IPL opener. You know, so there's endless learnings to be had at training environment, breakfast, game time. So he's only going to get better, this guy.
Shall we add to the learning experience? What did I do when Jasprit Bumrah bowled to me for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, phenomenal.
But that's something about his mindset, though, which is the most impressive thing, is that, you know, when you have a shooting star like this, quite often they start reading their own press and, you know, get a little bit distracted. I know we're still very early in this journey, but he's only kept his head down and be true to his authentic self, and that is take the game on from ball one and play fearlessly.
Could Mumbai have done anything more?
I think they could have bowled 4 overs of Nabi because the wicket was slightly on the slower side, and 4 overs of spin compared to that many overs of pace.
Yeah.
We could have seen a few runs less. And Nabi it's not like Nabi is a novice and he cannot bowl to a right-hander. He's really smart. He can outsmart even the right-hander. So I think 2 overs of Nabi is what they missed.
I mean,
I agree
spin
with that.
numbers are there. 6 overs and 2 for 56.
Yeah, well, Charla bowled well, didn't
nicely.
he? You know, he bowled well for his 4 overs, and I'd agree with that. I think, you know, Nabi could have been used in the power play as well against Fraser-McGurk, just change of pace. You know, give him something different than a predictable pace to hit.
The slider going out.
Yeah, and as you say, it's you know, Mohammad Nabi is a vastly experienced campaigner, and he actually thrives in those challenges where he's got to bowl, you know, virtually death. You know, because he's played T10, he's played all these leagues around the world where you basically are bowling to batters that are just teeing you up.
Correct.
As it turns out, we had this discussion when these big scores were coming. You saw Dale Steyn tweet about it, you saw the panel speak about it. While it's tough for bowlers, there's never been a better time for a standout bowler to just put his hand up. And Kuldeep Yadav could very well be that bowler. 11 wickets in the middle overs this season, the most. He's having a wonderful season. He's one shy of the purple cap, and that's after he's missed a few games as well as things stand. The economy is 6.4 in the middle overs again. He's up against a Mumbai Indians middle order as well. That'll have to take him down, given the equation. And they've averaged 46, which is the most. And they're going at just about 8s over there. Just keep an eye on the personnel that Mumbai might use. But Kuldeep Yadav today?
Absolutely. Even in the match versus Sunrisers, where everybody was going to all parts of the ground, he was the only bowler who would come in and take those wickets because he's brave.
Yeah.
He doesn't, even in these kind of scenarios where there's a big score and batsmen are going bonkers, he doesn't fear to toss the odd ball up, bowl like a wide googly. Make sure you make the batsman do something different from what they are expecting.
Yeah, I mean, a best of 4 for 55 on a day when the Sunrisers got
correct. Yeah,
900 runs.
He's tailor-made for this kind of scenario.
Yep. Mumbai have to take him down. There's one way to play now. Looking ahead to the chase, just one way to play.
Well, we saw the template last night with Punjab Kings. Prab Simram just, you know, catching fire early, you know, setting the tempo. Johnny Bairstow slipping in behind that, but more importantly, Johnny Bairstow seeing it to the end, seeing it till it was finished, a bit like what Butler did at the same venue. Saw it to the end, which is critical. It's all well and good, you know, Bairstow getting an 80 or a 75 and having a strike rate of 250, but getting out, you then leave your team exposed to potentially losing that game after doing an incredible job to that point.
We know Surya Kumar Yadav will add to the batting prowess of the Mumbai Indians. Delhi Capitals? Rasik, perhaps, who also played his part in getting wickets in the last game?
Yeah, you imagine he'll probably slide back into that side. He did a good job the other day, keeper up as well, which made it a little bit harder for the likes of Sai Sudarshan to come down the wicket and really attack him. So, but he's also gettable. He's doing a role in the middle which is unfamiliar to him. Usually a new ball bowler and get some swing, but having to come in and do the change-ups in the middle is something new. So, you know, he's one of those guys that I know Mumbai will be targeting in that middle phase.
I think we might. Sorry,
You go.
I think we might see Lalit Yadav today, off spinner to quite a few left-hand batsmen. So could be an option as well.
Well, so what happened when Lalit Yadav started the other day, though?
Yeah.
He was taken down by the left-handers. Which way would you go, Tom? Off spinner or the pace of Rasik, or the off pace of Rasik?
Yeah, I'd go the off pace of Ruswick personally. Yeah, and I was just going to comment on the swing. That's the problem. There hasn't been swing, whether you bowl the first over or the last over, and that's been why it's been such a lopsided contest. Because we're just not getting that contest in the early power play overs.
Delhi have not named Lalit Yadav on the impact bench, so their options would then be Praveen Dubey perhaps or Rasik Salam.
Praveen Dubey, really.
Maybe they'll see what Chawla did as well.
Absolutely, really miserly leg spinner, doesn't give you too much, no matter what the scenario of the game. So Praveen Dubey could be an option, and I think I would go with the spinner rather than a fast bowler.
Looks like Ruswick. He's got the bib off. Looks like he's going to come in.
Okay, let me go back to your first inning scores. What were they again, gents?
232.
Yeah, and you're way off, Mitch. What about the two of you?
I just sort of,
I said 200.
Just stop doing these 180s, man. Stop doing the 160s and 180s.
I'm still living in the past.
Mitch McClenaghan, among other things, has also had his boy Jake Fraser-McGurk land him an outrageous pick. 50 in the power play.
Come after 3.2 overs or something.
I am tempted to now not accept 50 in the power play as an outrageous pick for
It's the
Fraser-McGurk.
first time we've ever done it. It's the first time we've ever
Yeah,
called
I'm just
50 in
saying.
the power play.
I'm saying tongue in cheek that you'd have to go 50 in half the power play or something.
What I'd like
that.
to know is how many people have got 50 in the power play in IPL history. We can
Wouldn't be a
give that.
lot.
We can give that to our viewers at the post show.
Yes, very good.
That'd be interesting because I don't think there'll be many.
Yep. And if we do have a few incidents this year, I mean, it'll all likely it's happened this year and not in previous years. Let's see how often it's happened ever in the IPL.
That's quite a freaky feat, what he's done there.
Travis Head
Naren
certainly
will
be there.
feature a couple of times for sure.
Travis Head maybe.
Yeah, Travis
We'll
Head,
see
Naren.
how that goes. All right. Excellent. So a bit of trivia. Ask Cricinfo is a lovely place you could find out, and that's on the ESPN Cricinfo mobile app. So you could download it and make sure that you have the answer perhaps ready and waiting when the panel is live next. It's time for predictions for the second innings as well as outrageous picks, and I hope you have all redefined what outrageous could be now in your minds. Varun, Aaron?
I think Mumbai is chasing this down.
Mumbai chasing this down. Okay, did anyone go for Punjab yesterday on the halftime show?
No.
All right. Mumbai chasing this down. And an outrage. Is that outrageous enough? Or
That is outrageous enough.
okay, not giving me a separate pick.
I'll give you another one. I think
What you picked was the second innings outrageous pick anyway, didn't you?
Surya Kumar Yadav is going to get 100.
Yeah, you said Akshar to take 3+ wickets, so you've already logged that in. And I think Tom went for Surya, or somebody else went for Surya.
No, I've gone for Surya as one of my
It's okay.
picks.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Akshar is there for you to take 3+
Yes.
wickets. Mitch McClenaghan?
I'm going to say Mumbai will chase it down
Oh,
in the 18th over, like we saw last night.
18th over.
So 19th over,
Okay.
like we saw last night. And I think Ishan Kishan's going to get 50 in the power play.
Thanks for backing me up, Mitch. My pick.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Tom?
I was going to say the same thing as
You can do that.
Ishan Kishan to get paid, but I won't.
Oh,
I'll go with Rohit Sharma
To get 50 in the
to
power
get 50 in the power
play.
play.
New
So
team.
let's have
That
some
means Mumbai.
fireworks.
All right. Sorry, if you're watching us, of course, wherever you are, the reason we saw that we've got the game going on in the corner of our eye, and Lizard Williams is about to bowl his first ball in the IPL. He's had an awful slip just as he's entered his delivery stride. So
Someone left a banana skin there.
let's hope he's all right, because that had all of us going, oops.
That's a horrible thing to happen for someone that will already be very nervous going into this contest. The first ball he bowls or attempts to bowl in the IPL, he ends up collapsing at the crease because his foot goes underneath him and his spikes don't get any traction. So he's
definitely going to drag
Is that
the
just a
next one down.
freak thing, or because he's changing his spikes as we speak now?
It's torn.
Why he's
right.
Yeah.
changing them.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Rohit Sharma, and I think Delhi. I'm going to get the upper hand.
Delhi will win this. Yeah, I think that's
By how many?
Oh, it doesn't have to be outrageous. The
No,
outrageous
you're
is
still picking a score, though, right?
by 1 run, because that's all they
one
need.
Run. Okay, 1 run. Okay, sweet. Thanks for that. Oh, he scratched the ball as well.
Okay, we're still on this show, by the way.
So, you run the ball.
Gone rogue on us.
Thank you very much, Tom Moody, Mitchell McClenaghan, Varun, Aaron. Pick up the chat at the end of this game, also building up to the evening fixture between Rajasthan Royals and LSG. So join us then on Maruti Suzuki Arena Presents ESPN Cricket for Timeout, powered by JBL. We'll see you then.
All new hot and techy Brezza, the Citybird SUV.